He said, well, you've got secondhand smoke.
That's right. My wife or somebody.
So are
else.
you
Yes, sir.
are you from Arlington?
Messer.
John
I'm a year
Messer,
behind y'all.
Cheryl Booth,
Cheryl.
and
Both
Charlene,
Charlene, yeah.
a sister. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you here ready to talk?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we're supposed to say who we are.
Right.
Okay, Cheryl Boot, and I live in California now, and around the Santa Barbara area. And my sister Charlene Boot graduated 2 years ahead of us, and Mr. Messer graduated. He was a year behind 56. Anyway, my sister and I drove out from California, or flew out, and we've been taking a tour of the South, and we have about 2 more weeks to go traveling.
And what do you
And
do? Are you working anywhere? Are you retired?
I retired from teaching 2 years ago, do part-time teaching now and consulting, and enjoyed teaching a lot. It was a profession that I really, really enjoyed.
And are you married?
Yes, I'm married, have 2 children. I have a daughter who lives in California with 2 grandchildren, and a son that lives in Singapore, and he has 2 grandchildren. So one of the joys of early retirement is traveling to Singapore and spending a couple of months and visiting the countries in that part of the hemisphere. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
My name is Charlene Boot Miller. And I graduated in 54. I married Bob Langford, and we moved to California, and we lived there several years. We have 2 children, a son that's professor at the University of Hawaii, and a daughter that's lives in Bakersfield, where I live in California in the San Joaquin Valley, and she's a landscape architect. And we have grandchildren with all of them. And but I remarried, and I was married 27 years to Carl Miller. He came back to 2 reunions with me, and everything, but he passed away a couple of months ago. But I told Cheryl, yeah, I'll come back here with this reunion. I'll know somebody. We're going to crash the party. And sure enough, some of my buddies were there last night. That was really nice. And but we had fun in Memphis. We went to B.B. King's place and had catfish and yeah, hush puppies. And the best jam session, oh, we had so much fun. Beale Street was something new for me. I'd been in Memphis, but I'd never done that. And then we came on down here, and we're headed for Branson. We've got our little short cowgirl skirts and our boots and all that stuff. And then we're headed for Kansas City, and then back over to Western Illinois, where our cousins teach. I mean where they farm, and we're going to see them. But I was a teacher all these years with an elementary school in a district, and also with the university where my husband taught. And also I have 4 grandchildren that are grown, like from 22 down to 16 years age. And they live in California. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And when you're ready.
All right. How you doing?
I'm John Messer from Hot Springs. I graduated in 57. I'm the official representative of the 57 graduating party. I've been on assignment here to find out what to do and what not to do at a graduation party. Right now I have more what not to do's than I do what to do's. We're planning our reunion next year. So I am officially retired or quit. I was a teacher 27 and a half years at Lake Hamilton, 8th grade math. Retired in December due to health problems, and right now I'm just recuperating and job hunting. I've moved to Tyler, Texas, which is my hometown, and just taking care of my dad and stepmother in a nursing home there, and just loafing around until I can find something to do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right here. How you doing?
Fine.
Okay,
Thank
what's
you.
Your name?
Joy Morris Jameson.
Who do you have here with you?
My husband George,
And where do y'all live?
Roanoke, Virginia.
And do you work?
Nope.
Where'd you work?
Worked down in Radford, Virginia, a company called Plymouth. We're a school supply manufacturer.
You go to Hot Springs?
No, I was one of those hoods from North Little Rock.
North Little Rock.
Yep.
We won't hold it bad against you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Let me get your name real quick.
Mary Helen Bates Beardmore
And where you live?
in Hot Springs, 215 Echo Point.
And what do you do?
Nothing. I live on the lake.
Who are you married to?
I was married to Jerry Beardmore. He's deceased.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Minnie? How are you? Oh, everybody talk with you.
Okay.
How you doing?
Fine.
Maybe your name?
I'm Judith Sherrill.
You married?
No.
And where do you live?
I live in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
I sell fish bait.
Fish
Mm-hmm. Lake DeGray.
Okay. What's the name of it?
Well, Hot Springs bait number 2.
Tell people
It's,
about it.
well, no, see, it's wholesale. I only sell wholesale. I just deliver to the marinas. It's a fun job.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Open house. I'll use it. Are you looking for a cup of coffee?
Okay, which one's the graduate?
I am.
You are.
Uh-huh.
Okay, have your name
John Poole,
and where you live?
Russellville.
Russellville.
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
I have a computer store there.
Okay, who do you have here with you?
This is my wife, Barbara.
You go to Hot Springs?
Yeah, she graduated a year behind me in 57. We'll have her reunion next year.
What's your maiden name?
Barbara Jennings.
Okay, thank you.
Bet.
You walking straight?
How you doing?
Fun.
What's your name?
Rosalie Turley.
And where you live?
Alexander.
And what do you do?
What I do, I train horses.
Train horses?
Horses. Yeah. Horses. Yeah,
That's an
right.
interesting hobby.
Yeah. Well, it's not a hobby, it's a job. Yeah, it's work. And a hobby, yes.
And you?
Paul Turley,
You're in Alexander.
Arkansas. Right.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
Sure.
What's your name?
My name's Gary Meek.
And where do you live?
I live in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
And what do you do?
I'm a surgeon.
Surgeon?
Uh-huh.
And you're married?
Yes.
You too?
My wife,
My God, he looks like he's being interviewed.
Julia. Her name's Julia. Hello, Chip. How are
Did
you?
go to Hot Springs?
No, she's from Gurdon. Uh-huh. Okay, thank you.
And guess who introduced her to him? Yours truly.
What are you doing?
Can we have your name?
Huh? My name is Jose Jimenez. No, my name's Champ Creighton.
Where do you live?
Where do I live? Somewhere in the USA. I'm currently in transit from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to here.
And what do you do?
Everything.
You retired?
You too. No, not yet, but I'm trying. No, I'm gonna move here about a week. So.
Is that right?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
married?
Twice.
Twice.
Too much. 31 and a, took me 31 and a half years to get rid of the first one, 18 months to get rid of the second one. So you're gonna give me a third time?
Gene Matthews Jr.
And where you live?
here in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
I'm a retired attorney.
Are you married?
No,
Single, huh?
single
Okay, and available.
and available.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see y'all.
Right, last
We're
year.
still the same. I'm Dave Stone. This is my wife Dot. Retired, live in Hot Springs. Enjoy doing reunions. So tell it. Thanks.
Right.
Hey, I want you to get that hat now. It says Alabama on there.
Right.
That'll work. Thank you.
Uh-huh, thank you.
How you doing?
Doing well.
Your name?
I'm Bob Lawler. My wife Jerry here. We came from San Jose, California. Unfortunately, we never win the coming the furthest distance. Don McKinney always comes from Oregon and beats us out. So, yeah. I'm retired. I'm a free spirit now. So, I'm worked with GE 30 years. So they made me a great deal, and I said life's too short to keep working. So I'm working at living now, not working for a living. So, great fun.
Hi, I'm his wife, Jerry.
Did you go to Hot Springs?
No, I was from Crossett. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, who went to Hot Springs?
We both did.
What year did you go?
56.
56. Your name?
Margaret used to be Cash. Maddox now.
And where do you live?
In Bowling Green, Kentucky.
And what do you do?
I'm retired. He's my
Where you
husband
from?
as a nurse,
Nurse?
RN.
Okay, who do you have here with you?
This is my husband.
You go to Hot Springs?
I did, yes, class of 53.
53.
Yes.
And what do you do?
I work for General Motors in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Corvette plant. I'm an industrial maintenance electrician. And we work on anything that's got wires on it. All right.
Thank
bet.
you.
Hi, your name?
Laverne Fannin Miller.
And where do you live?
We live in Harker Heights, Texas.
And what do you do?
I was a housewife, and we adopted two little Korean girls, and raised a foster son.
Who do you have here with you?
My husband, R.C. Miller. We've been married 36 years.
Did you go to Hot Springs?
No, I didn't. I went over to a little school in Wicks, Arkansas.
And what do you do?
I'm retired, totally, from the military. We own rental property also.
Thank you.
Now that's pitiful to have a
Class?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, class of 56. That's my wife, Shirley, there.
Okay, what's your name?
Jack Beavers.
Where do you live?
I live here in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
I work for an insurance company.
And who are you married to?
Shirley Beavers. That's my wife. We've been married 39 years.
She go to Hot Springs?
Yeah, she went to Fountain Lake out here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all classmates?
Yes, we were.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Come on.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Okay, your name?
Patty Mater was Adams
Where do you live?
here in Hot Springs.
What do you do?
Nothing really.
You ever work or anything?
I work. Yeah, I work at the racetrack when the horses are here, but that's all.
Who are you married to?
This is Jerry Adams, my husband.
And what's your name?
Jerry Adams.
Did you go to Hot Springs?
No, from Alabama.
What do you do?
I work at Reynolds, continuous rolling mill.
And your name?
Patsy Aiken Russell,
Where do you live?
Hot Springs.
What do you do?
I have a restaurant in Spencer's Corner called the Apple Dumpling.
We'll have to invite everybody tomorrow.
Right, everybody come to the Apple Dumpling.
There you go.
Yes, that's my specialty.
And,
Excuse me? All right.
and are you married?
My husband is deceased.
Did he go to Hot Springs?
No, he went to Cutter Morning Star, Bud Russell. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
How y'all doing?
We're doing great. It's a little early this morning. Dick, what did you say? My name is Dick Holden. This is my wife, Wanda.
Where do you live?
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
What do you do?
Well, I have Hot Springs Monument Company.
And did you go to Hot Springs?
I live in Hot Springs, yes.
Did you go to Hot Springs?
No. I'm a Lakeside alumni. Go Rams.
I'm Charles Halter, and I live here in Hot Springs.
What do you do?
I work for Coca-Cola.
Married?
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing?
Doing fine.
Your name?
I'm Ann Poole. I was Nelda Ann Gross, class 56. This is my husband, Orville.
Where do you live?
We live here now.
What do you do?
I'm a registered nurse. Orville's a plastering contractor.
Did you go to Hot Springs?
Oh, yes,
What year did you graduate?
54.
54.
And she was a little old piddly woman when a girl when I was a senior.
Meet y'all. I'm Brenda. Tony. How you doing?
We're doing great. We're having a good time.
Great weather.
Your name?
I'm Diana Dale Perry, and I've talked to your husband a lot of times about this.
And where you live?
We live in Hot Springs now. We've been here almost 3 years.
And what do you do?
We're
Well retired.
What you retired from?
I was in the steel fabrication business in Little Rock. We were there about 35 or so years and then retired over here on the lake. So I'm a graduate of Little Rock High School, so I'm sort of an outcast of this group here. But they do let me come, enjoy it. Yeah, and I've known a bunch of them for a long time.
You want to tell what's going to be going on today?
they're having a big golf tournament this afternoon, and then tonight we have our banquet. Had a big deal last night and sort of got kicked out. I guess y'all have heard about that.
Which is not unusual, yeah.
Not for this group. So anyhow, we're looking forward to it today. A lot of people aren't here that wish they could have come, and I wish they could be here. But we've already got, yeah. We already know some that want tapes that aren't here. So 6 o'clock tonight is the banquet. So
It's going to be at the, where
Lake Hamilton Resort. So
banquet room?
the ballroom. Ballroom, yeah. That's some other room. Anyhow, I don't. Some other room. No.
What we doing?
Okay, you got to tell who you are.
Well, I'm Don McKinney from Oregon.
Morgan. So you came to Further.
Oh, yeah, I always come to Feathers.
And what do you do?
I'm retired now. Aluminum.
Are you married?
Do what?
Are you married?
Oh, yes.
Who to?
Beverly. She's from Washington. She's from the state of Washington. Found her in dentist office.
Noel McKinney, I live here. Deputy Sheriff. Retired military. Got my wife Mary over here.
Does she go to Hot Springs?
She's a Mary Kay director. I advertise for her. Yeah. And we're
I
twins.
think he's over there. We's with him now.
And we're twins. Yeah, we're twin brothers, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Don Holland. I'm right here in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
What do you do?
Oh, I own a club called Boot Scooters Country Club. Boot Scooters Country Club, place where you line dance and all kinds of dancing.
Who do you have here with you?
Oh, it's a girl I picked up down the street. It's my wife, Linda.
Does she go to Hot Springs?
No, I picked her up in Oklahoma. She went to Oklahoma schools. Graduated there a few years before I did. After I did. I know I better watch it. She's awful close, isn't she? We thank you.
Can I have your name?
My name's Phil Kroom,
And where you live?
here in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
Work up to rehab.
And what do you have here with you?
This is my wife, Sally.
You go to Hot Springs?
I did, yeah. 67. Oh, yes, I do home health care.
Charles Fontaine and Linda. This is my class. She was 2 years behind me. Live in Baton Rouge. Right. I work for Jimmy Swaggart Ministries. I'm the editor there. Right. Sure.
No, we're going back that way. We came up through Nashville.
Beautiful day.
I love this. I got my glasses on top of my head like some idiot.
Those Hollywood people.
Good morning. Hello. Are you going to give us all a card?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, we'll be.
Hi there. Ship ahoy.
Yeah, so great.
Heidi.
Mama? Can you get Sylvia in your newspaper? Oh, Sylvia has wonderful cat. Sylvia's really awesome.
Well, here we are on the field.
Good morning. Sylvia is
Morning.
This is fun. Oh, yeah.
You live in Dallas?
We live in Central Texas.
Oh, okay.
Where's that?
Fort Hood.
Morning. Hello. Hello.
Where'd y'all get your story? The guy. The guy. No, who said that then? Because I said, well, Doc's daughter.
Outlaw.
Yeah, but it won't hold on me. Really? Well, this thing is deeper than you think it is. It sure is.
Ahoy there.
Hi, guys.
Hello there. He's available. This is a nice deal. Yeah. It really is.
Oh, Lord. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Fine, fine. How are you? I'm Leon Dodd. What are we supposed to be saying here? Is this
What's your name?
Leon Dodd?
Where you live?
Hot Springs.
What do you do?
Work for the fire department. No, divorcee. 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah. Oh, well, yes. The woman's got money.
Charles Halter, Hot Springs. I work for Coca-Cola. No. 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 Right.
Thank you.
How are you? I'm Ron Fondren. I'm married. This is my wife, Jackie. She's from upstate New York.
Where do you live?
We live here in Hot Springs. Yeah. I'm retired, more or less. I work for myself now. I was manager of the hydro plant for AP&L, Remmel and Carpenter Dam.
What do you do now?
I've got a utility construction company. I do contract work for the utility companies.
Where do you live now?
I told her. In Hot Springs on Lake Hamilton.
Lake Hamilton.
Yeah.
Your wife go to Hot Springs?
No, she didn't go. She was from upstate New York. Took me about 4 years to teach her Arkansas.
And you haven't had much success yet.
You don't talk like Arkansas.
No.
Okay, Jean Devine. I've never left Hot Springs. I've stayed here all my life, and I'm really glad to see all these nice people back again.
What do you do?
Revenue, state revenue, work for the state.
You're the one. See, that didn't hurt, did it?
Don Resch,
And where do you live?
Dumas, Arkansas.
And what do you do?
I'm a sign writer.
And who are you married to?
What makes you think we're married?
You're sitting next to her.
No. This is my wife, Karen. She lives in Dumas, Arkansas with me.
Did she go to Hot Springs?
Well, no. We won't go into any further on that. She didn't go here. Uh-huh.
Can we talk to you?
Pardon?
Pardon? Fine, thank you.
So your name?
Yvonne Boyd Spears,
Where do you live?
Little Rock.
What do you do?
I'm a registered nurse. Widowed. Jerry Spears, he was from Jesseville. Right. And all my kids live around me, so. Thank you.
You ain't home?
Do I talk? I'm doing just fine. Beverly. Was Hildreth. Edge. We're from Plano. Outside of Dallas. Little as possible. My husband's retired. So, and we've come to every one of them. So, having a good time.
I don't have anything to say.
You have nothing to say? You have a name?
Thank you. She told you I'm her husband.
She
hadn't given me permission to speak. Yeah, I got to get permission. Robert Edge.
Okay, and you work?
No, I retired about 10 years ago.
What you retired from?
Well, lots of things.
Okay.
I was, from work. I've had a couple of businesses, and a jeweler, and so on and so forth. But I was born and raised here also. But I didn't go to school in Hot Springs. No. What is all this? Where's TV? No, I went to Cutter.
Thank you.
Doing great.
Your name?
Robert Angel,
And where you live?
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
And what do you do?
Contractor.
Are you married?
Nope.
Okay, your name?
I'm not a member. No, my name's Donna.
Where are you
Yes, Mr. Angel's friend.
I just got that frozen.
Okay, let's go back up. We've already got them.
Okay.
I'm not a class member though.
I am. I'm a class member. What? Virginia Sims Bear. This guy here, this is Tom Bear. We live in Wisconsin, and these are my son and daughter here.
Hot Springs High School, class of 1956. Yeah. Last night. I want to keep a hold of things here as we go. Another lovely day in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I saw a lot of out-of-state license plates, so I know a lot of you have left this state to live. And I want you to know this is the kind of weather we have almost year-round. Now, it's a little more humid today, but still perfect to live in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And we hope you'll come back here when you get ready to retire, okay? Because I came from Iowa, and by choice, I live here. So hope you all will come back. We hope you're enjoying your stay. We're going to have breakfast right away. We're going to give a little narration, and we're going to continue a cruise with the narration as we go. So after breakfast, you're free to walk around as you wish. Thank you all for coming, and welcome on board.
I'm Sue Plumley Taylor. I live in St. Louis. I'm a class member. St. Louis? No, but I have 2 children, divorced.
Martha. I'm Martha Heineman, Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm a research chemist at the VA Medical Center.
Who do you have here with you?
This is my daughter.
We are George and Pat Herring, Gary and Patty Adams, and we're all from Hot Springs. Jerry and I didn't graduate with the class. They were Jerry and Patty Adams. My name is George, and this is my wife, Pat. Our last name is Herring. We all live in Hot Springs. Yeah. Well, I'm retired right now, and Jerry works for Reynolds. Yeah, he can answer. I haven't worked since '80. I used to work for Reynolds.
I'm retired with him.
Yeah, she's retired too.
I used to be a florist. I used to own a florist, but now I've retired. So, but I'm the classmate, and he's my husband.
You're enjoying retirement?
Oh yeah.
12 years.
So I just.
In Hot Springs, this is my lovely wife Sarah, and we live on Lake Hamilton. This is my good friend Jack and Shirley Beavers. This was the best second baseman that I ever knew 40 years ago. He could have made the major leagues if he could have hit the curveball. Jack Beavers.
And what do you do?
I'm a retired school administrator, and I appraise real estate, and I buy and sell. I'm building some townhouses on this lake. They're for sale. Try to show this everywhere you can.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm Sarah Harris. I'm married to Don Harris. I graduated in the class of '57, and it's nice to be here.
No stories?
No stories. It was a long night, but it was fun.
You haven't told us your name, have you?
I'm Eleanor Obie Clark.
Where do you live?
I live in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
And what do you do?
Well, I'm the director of a psychiatric rehabilitation program.
You married?
No.
Single and available?
Single, not available.
Susan Kubitz. I'm Kathleen Dugan's daughter, and I'm just visiting. Oh, I'm from Central California, and I work for a medical group, but I'm having a great time. So here's my mom.
Excuse me. I'm Kathleen Dugan, now Kathy Kubitz, and my official photographer came with me. This is her second reunion. We live in California, in Orange County, 20 minutes from Disneyland. We have annual passes. We hang out there a lot. I work in data processing for a company that writes software for school districts. So I work on their grades and attendance and all that good stuff. And I am absolutely absolutely delighted to be here and to see these people that I haven't seen in such a long time. We want to show it. Here, can I just hold it?
Fine. My name's Ann Barker Allen. In Redwood City, California, which is about 25 miles south of San Francisco. I'm a pathology transcriber at a local hospital. Yes, I'm married to Jim Allen.
Did he go to Hot Springs?
No, he didn't. He's a native San Franciscan. I've been married for 25 years to Jim.
Thank you.
Beth Hardison King. I live in Wrightwood, California. Pardon me, I'm a construction supervisor for cable television. No, I'm divorced right now. No, he's a native Californian. This is Tina Jones. She's my friend from Texas. You're very welcome.
Hell no, I sound like a Texan. Don't you say that. I'm just visiting, just crashing your party, and I'm having a great time. Okay?
Another great class reunion. That's about all I can think of.
What's your name?
Dale, man.
Where do you live?
Hot Springs.
What do you do?
Work as a draftsman.
Who do you have here with you?
This is my wife.
You go to Hot Springs?
Mm.
What year did I graduate? 52. What's your mate's name? Keller. What do you do? I'm a housewife.
This water comes out of the hot springs at 147 degrees. Mineral water.
Fine, dear. How are you this morning? Good. Yeah, love it. Here. Dan and I work together. I'm an architectural draftsman. Oh, this is my lifelong friend, Ernestine Roper. She's a classmate.
Yes. Class of 56. My name is Ernestine Roper. No. My maiden name is Walker. I manage a furniture store here in Hot Springs.
Land state as it was in 1950.
Yeah. What did you want me to say? My name? Let me think of it. Let's see. Her name's Wanda, but my name is Dick. I'm Dick Holden.
Where do you live?
In Hot Springs, Arkansas.
What do you do?
Well, I'm in the monument business. I have a Hot Springs Monument Company. And it's 62 years old. My dad started the business in 1934. 34. Yes. And we have two children, one 21, who's in college now, and one 19, who just graduated from high school. So we're young parents, a lot younger than all these other classmates of ours here. And you need to talk to Larry and Linda. This is Larry Fincher over here. Larry, you want to say your name?
Gets to me. Okay. You ready? I'm Larry Fincher, and this is my wife, Linda. And we live in North Little Rock. Have lived over there for 30 years or so. I'm retired from the Corps of Engineers as a personnel officer. We've got two kids that live in Sherwood, both grown. Got a new granddaughter that's a year old. Enjoying this visit. Been a good reunion.
Thank you. Did you go to Hot Springs?
No, I went to North Little Rock. That's all.
They were very tall.
They may want to change the story.
I think we pretty well covered it. Now, I don't think you talked to this fellow.
Maddox from Trophy Club, Texas. Tony Maddox. And I'm here with my friend Phil Kroom and his lovely wife. And we're really having a ball seeing everybody while we're here.
What do you do?
I work for Nokia cellular telephones.
He has a... Let me go over there and
All right, what do you want me to say? What my name is, Don Duran. They call me Dizzy, and this is my wife, Daffy. No, that's my wife over here. Sorry. That's my wife, Cecilia, and we're from Dallas. I'm Minister of Activities at the Park Cities Baptist Church. And what else you want to know?
What do you do?
I'm Minister of Activities at Park Cities Baptist Church in Dallas. Got about 2 children, one of each, and 2 grandchildren, daughters. Right. They live in Plano, and my son lives in Dallas. So, what else?
Do you still do sports?
Oh, yeah, I still do sports. I play co-ed volleyball, and I coach the 5th and 6th grade girls softball team. We won the championship last year, but not this year. But other than that, we're doing fine. All right? No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, this is an addendum. This is Cheryl Boot Partridge, and I wanted to say that some of the experiences I've had in teaching school was at the only one-room schoolhouse in Los Angeles County. I taught at the 6,000-foot elevation for about 11 years, and I taught my own son and daughter, and also taught snow skiing for physical education. And we lived in the mountain area above Pasadena where the Rose Bowl pans the mountains for New Year's Day. And we lived there 28 years. And now we live in a wine-growing region and ranch area in Santa Barbara County called Solvang. And we just love it there. And our son is a teacher in Singapore, university teacher. He's working on his PhD, and our daughter has her master's in gerontology, the study of aging. And I just wanted to add those few things and how glad I am to be back for this reunion and getting to meet people.
Thank you.
She changed her story. You talk to her?
I already did.
You talk here?
Okay.
Oh, I'm Luella Henninger, Borsix. And what am I supposed to be saying? Oh, I'm from Garland, Texas, and I'm Assistant Vice President at Texas Commerce Bank in Dallas. And I'm currently divorced, and I've got 2 grown daughters that are married, and 2 grandchildren, and the 3rd one is due right now. And having a good time. Thank you.
Good. How are you doing?
What's your name?
Dan Parton,
Where do you live?
California,
Where about?
in Sun City, California.
What do you do?
I'm a builder.
Who do you have here with you?
That's my wife. She's a native of Arkansas,
Hot Spring?
Hot Spring. She's a member of the class. I'm not.
Oh, art class. Okay.
Hi there. Patricia Harris Parton.
What do you do?
Well, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm going to go back and look for a job. Oh, and nonprofit organization management. So I'm just enjoying the summer here and enjoying the reunion.
Yeah. Oh, we're on. I wanted to know, this is Channel 5 News that's going. I'm going to be in the president race. Bob Dole said he wanted me as his right-hand man. Little joke there, little joke. We're happy to be, this is my wife, Jerry. We talked earlier. We're glad to see all of the young people that are here that are enjoying life to the fullest.
Hey, thank you. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Your name?
David Mooney.
Where do you live?
I live in Gilmer, Texas.
What do you do?
I'm in the cable television business. I started out in the cable TV business up here and worked in it until I was 40 and then decided to slow down a little bit. So we've been in Texas since 1970.
Are you married?
Oh, yes. And Robbie McNeil from Stuttgart. We've been... No, she's tired this morning. She'll be at our function tonight, though.
Well, I'll get her tonight.
Yeah, good. All right. You bet. Thank you. Oh, good.
All right. Yes, I'm doing better than most people. Tom Buchanan, this is the wife, Elaine.
Where do you live?
We live in Hillsboro, Texas, which is about 60 miles south of Dallas-Fort Worth.
What do you do?
I'm retired.
Where are you retired from?
Well, we're retired from the state of Texas, and now I raise cattle, which is a bunch of bull.
Elaine Buchanan
Where did you go to school?
in Fort Worth. Uh-huh.
What do you do?
I'm retired. I chase after him all the time, keep him in line. Uh-huh.
Takes two. You bet. Thank you.
You're big enough to lie?
I'm waiting.
Well, I'll be on.
I didn't know what happened to you. Well, I want to get some water.
Minnie's restaurant that you see over here. The West College condominiums.
Did we get you on tape yet? Huh? Oh, is that right? Did we talk to you yet?
Outdoor left, you see condominiums. Then the lighter color ones right ahead of us running about the $75,000 range.
Don't break the camera out here.
We heard somebody say fat boy.
Oh, Leon. That's our little buddy Leon. Our little buddy Leon,
Before they can use it because it is too hot coming out of the mountains. Hot Springs is very unique. It is the second smallest park, it is the smallest national park, and the second most widely visited, ranking behind the Grand Canyon in Arizona. The entire city is engulfed in the national park.
We'll never get around the job. I'm going to have to go home and talk to my I think that's an excellent idea. However, I still think you better come back tonight. She's got to put ice back so you can come back.
Natural attraction. I mentioned the water that comes from out of the springs in the downtown area comes from 8,000 foot down. It's where it picks up its heat.
You want me to scoot over? He's found his own fun. Yeah. I would have.
France claimed this area in the Louisiana Purchase in 1682. In 1803, this area... People used to come from Rupert Hoover. Many people have come. Jack Dempsey through the years and visited Hot Springs. Of course, now...
What? My name is Harold Wholesale in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Beautiful place, isn't it?
It's pretty.
A lot of white sand.
Lots of white sand.
Married?
Hmm?
Married?
No.
And what do you do?
Hmm?
Retired?
No, not retired. I do electronic work.
Okay, who do you have here with you?
This is Del McKay.
And where did you go to school?
Oh, Texas. A long time ago. Yeah.
Where do you live?
Panama City Beach with him. With him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This right here is called the Eagles Pen. It's in Burton Reynolds and Liquor on Long. It's stated in the house for 19.
4 or 5 weeks a year here in this home. I'm sure you remember him, the actor. They had Ironside as well as Perry Mason. To go along with his character from Ironside, if you look along the sidewalk, you'll see a steel track running up and down with a cart at the top that takes someone in a wheelchair up and down the bank. The Ouachita River to make this lake. Before that, the Ouachita River was right off to our right. They robbed the old Hot Springs stage line. They used to come to town quite often because their mother lived here and they'd come to visit her.
A lot of places claim to have the James Brothers Robin, but then if you look, you'll see it's actually cemented. Each one in left, you'll see the Carpenter Dam. Carpenter Dam was named after him.
Pretty nice. Because you remember people, not just
Comes to the north when the Army Corps of Engineers came in and did this. This is a touch and view museum where you pull, twist, squeeze, and watch many fantastic devices. Highly recommend going. Duck rides. All kinds of things. Music Mountain Jamboree, as well as the Bathhouse Show. Several shows you can see. So I hope you have time to take in much of it.
Get on.
He's 40 because why?
He brought the California
He's from Arizona.
You guys got
Hell,
too much
what-
humidity here.
Well, what does that make?
Well, that means that means with a sweat in your eye, you can't hit the ball.
Get you a towel.
Get you a towel.
I
got one.
Go get him a sweatband. Get 2 towels.
I got a glove too.
Get a glove. We'll treat you right in Arkansas.
Hey,
whoa, wait a minute. Time out. Where's the marshal at?
You want to see the score?
Where's the marshal? Yeah, where's the marshal at? They're disqualified. They played before time. Before day-off time.
Yeah, you can't start before time.
We just did.
You're disqualified. Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? We want to see what the trophy looks like before we go out. John, I know he's that way. We're here. Okay.
Yeah, he had play a little golf. He had a 4-iron left, hole in one.
Yes, sir, in the middle of the fairway, and the reds are 100, and then your we don't get ours.
Yeah.
I think I hit the top of the other one.
There we go. Right there.
All right. Ain't got anybody to ride with me yet. You gonna get a set of clubs and go with me?
And they're on the same team.
That'll roll.
You can't get that anyway. There's people anyway.
That's a tough act to follow.
The air here is a lot thinner. So.
Wait, that's all I want to do.
You got plenty of hitting room. We'll play it.
There went my car.
There we go.
I'll take that sucker. All right. Woo!
Good shot,
here. Okay, Don, don't let him drive. Don't let Jack drive. I didn't bring my kit, but I bet he's a DUI.
Down the middle.
Your
language up. And you've never You never hit a ball straight
I've
down
never
the middle
hit
in
a
your
ball
life?
straight down the middle.
You think you can change that today, maybe?
I'm gonna try.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
It looks to me like a couple of them.
I have all the confidence in the world in you.
We got extra scorecards out here anywhere.
I played out Cat of Tricks that go long off. I'd hit off these grass fairways or not. Uh-oh. There's the set.
pineapple pint.
That tells you something.
You don't have to have
Okay, I'm Dan Clinton, and I live in Hot Springs. I'm a civil engineer, and I'm still working, but just 3 days a week. My wife's name is Joan. We've been married 36 years. We have 3 children and 1 granddaughter. And I'm sorry I missed Friday night, but I'll make up for it tonight.
Thank you. We have plenty of food. Although I thought How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, your name?
Charles Brandenburg.
And where you live?
I live in Brookfield, Connecticut now.
That's a long way to go.
But I grew up in Hot Springs, and I actually didn't graduate with this class. My mother sent me away to military school, but I wanted to come back for a reunion, and that's about as close as I could get because these are all the people I went to junior high and part of high school with.
And what do you do?
I manage my company's computer operation.
Are you married?
Oh, yes. My wife's parents came to visit, though, so she couldn't come. And my son just graduated high school last night, so I had to miss the first 2 things that they had. I had already booked my flight and everything, but unfortunately I had to cancel and then do it again.
Well, we're glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here. This is going to be fun.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm fine.
Okay, we missed you on the boat this morning.
Well, I appreciate that. Sounds like y'all had fun.
We did.
Yes, sounds like y'all had fun.
Your name?
My name's Joyce Graves. Joyce Louder Graves.
And where you live?
I live on Bullball Road in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
Yes, I guess I'm retired.
Married?
I'm getting a divorce. Yes, getting a
Did he go
divorce.
to Hot Springs?
Yes, he did. Yes, he
You
did.
graduated from this class?
No, year later. Yeah. So you'll probably do him next year.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
Good, thank you. Your name?
This is Lanny Robbins, and this is my wife, Marguerite.
And where do you live?
Live here in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
I'm the chaplain for the Garland County Jail. I go to jail every day.
Well, that's an interesting job.
Well, I enjoy it very much.
Do you?
Yeah, sure do.
Take special people to do that.
Well, it takes special people to go to jail, too. They all need help.
True. True. Did
Yeah.
you go to Hot Springs?
Yes, I was class of 58.
What was your maiden name?
Holzer, Marguerite Holzer.
Okay. Well, thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, you're welcome. We're here to have a good time and to have a memorial this evening for the students that are no longer with us. And this is a great class, hard as nails, tough as bricks, Hot Springs class of 56. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really?
You're from Shreveport. Well, I'm from Hot Springs. My name was Doris Johnson Radley. I live here in Hot Springs.
And you married?
Married. My husband died 16 years ago.
Did he go to Hot Springs?
He didn't go to Hot Springs, no.
And
He was.
working or retired?
I work at the Garland County Courthouse. I've been there about 13 years. I have one son and one granddaughter. Joy of my life. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we'll enjoy it.
Okay, this will be the prize presented to the winners of the golf tournament today. This is our sentiment and feeling that we learned as sportsmen in Hot Springs High School, and this is our token of appreciation to the winners of the golf tournament. It will be presented later on tonight. Thank you.
Probably be 50. Oh. Your Don is so pretty. He made all the
Maybe 12.
especially your Don.
Oh, sure, but I mean,
Got it lined up where you're gonna sit.
you're not tearing nothing when I do that.
Okay. Now you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Looking forward to this. My name is Morris Cash,
Where you live?
right here in Hot Springs.
What do you do?
I'm an architect.
And you married?
No?
Single?
Yes?
And available?
Always. Spread the word, would you? Thank you, dear.
Don Duran, Cecilia Duran, my wife, and Joyce Graves. Please come to the head table. To the 1956 class, hard as nails, tough as bricks. 40 years later, hard as nails, tough as bricks, I hope.
No question about it.
All right, everyone can hear me, okay? What we're going to do just quickly is we're going to have the invocation, and then we're going to have a short memorial service for the deceased students that are no longer with us. We ask God that you would bless the evening. We ask, Lord, that you would be with us in a special way. And what we do here tonight, Lord, we ask that it would bring glory to you, for you know how to have fun. You know how to be solemn. You know how to get us into heaven. And we praise you tonight and thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, just for a moment of solemnness before we get into the festivities of the evening, may I have your attention, please? We have a number of students who are no longer with us. They're in a better place, hopefully. And what I would like to do is my wife handed out a rose to those of you who volunteered to bring a rose forward. What we'd like to do when I call off the name of the deceased student, would those of you that have the rose for that name, would you please bring that and put it on the table here in front? And then we're going to have just a word of scripture and a silent prayer for those who are no longer with us. The first one is Max Anderson. Sammy Beavers. Lonnie Canada. Jackie Corder. Noel Irwin. Janet Caton. Barbara Montgomery. Pat Muse. Robert Teague. Sylvia Sanders. Larry Searcy. Sherry New. Stella Tate. Georgia Rankin. James Reeves. Curtis McEarl. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. May we bow, please, for a moment of silent prayer in honor of those who are no longer with us. In Jesus' name, amen. I'd like to introduce the head table to you just briefly. The MC this evening is going to be Morris Cash. And to his right is Cecilia Duran, the better half of Don. And to my left is a gracious lady, Joyce Graves, who didn't want to sit at the head table, by the way. And to her left, after a vacant seat between two ladies where I sit, is my wife, Marguerite. What I'd like to do now is, as you go through the buffet line, by numbers of tables, please, go to the far end, 2 lines, 1 on each side.
Wife. First and only wife. We live here in Hot Springs. I'm a registered nurse, and he's a physician. He was the one that was in the class, not me.
Gary Meek. Mm-hmm. Right, I'm a surgeon. Okay. Yeah. Always. Thank you.
Where do you live? I live in Benton, the large town of Benton.
What do you do?
I'm retired. I was an RN for 31 years, but now I'm retired.
And enjoying it. What's your name?
Shirley Ashcraft Jones. Everybody knows me as Shirley Jones, but I do not sing.
That's a new one.
Once again, oh, you've already interviewed me.
Are you already talking?
Oh, yes. So.
You just don't have your hat on.
Well, I usually have to wear that because so many people are after me. I have to keep several disguises on, see? Okay, good. It was a great day on the boat this morning. It really went well. Enjoyed it. Never really seen the lake from that viewpoint. So it was a good trip. Okay, good. Yeah. It could be a little cooler, but other than that, it was good. We'd run out on the deck and look at everything, then run back in the air conditioning, then run back out, and then run back into the air conditioning type thing. So, okay. Good.
Were you on the boat this morning?
I sure was.
Okay.
We got breakfast.
You got burnt?
We got
well,
breakfast.
I got a suntan.
They didn't have to come back.
Glad you made it.
I was Sandra Hurst in class of 57.
57.
Robert Cash. In 56. This is my class.
Where do you live?
We live here in Hot Springs.
And what do you do?
Well, I have a wholesale floral supply business, and I travel like 3 states. And then Sandra has just retired from teaching school, where she had put in 34 years of teaching school here in the state of Arkansas. And when I retire, well, we're going to still live in Hot Springs.
Years old. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Hadn't changed a damn bit.
You weren't on the boat this morning, were you?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, what's your name?
Bill Thrash,
Where you live?
Mountain Home, Arkansas.
And what do you do?
Play golf, fish, little as possible.
So you're retired.
Yeah.
Where were you retired from?
Southwestern Bell.
Okay, you married?
Yeah. Yeah, I am married.
Okay.
What else?
Did she go to Hot Springs?
No, she is from Malvern.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you did me.
You already did that one.
Did. Just tell me your name.
I did this morning. I'm Martha Heineman from Memphis, Tennessee.
I'm Sue Plumley Taylor.
Oh, my wife Robbie from Stuttgart, and I'm Dave Mooney. Thank you.
Yes, I get lots of jokes about the Partridge Family. I get lots of jokes, especially at Christmas time. What I want to say is that for many, many years, my sister and I hosted bunking parties at our house after the football games and basketball games at the Boots. And my parents were really great to have everybody in, and we loved it. We learned how to dance, and the guys had to go home at a certain time. The gals slept over. It was lots of fun. Lots of good memories.
Were you on the boat this morning?
No, ma'am, I was not. I'm not even in the class.
No. This part of your...
This is my sister, Miss Hot Springs.
That's right. Now turn around here. No. Just walk right over there with that rose and 3 teeth.
Okay. My name's Jean Abshire, and Beth is my cousin, and that's how come I'm with here with the class.
Did you go to Hot Springs?
No, I went to the country school,
Where are you from?
Hot Springs. Thank you.
He didn't like that, and I didn't like it either. Damn nice place.
Everybody better check them out, folks.
Shot.
Somehow we ended up in Mexico. Yeah. My paint sign for the front. That's unusual in this day and time. Most people either do it on the computer and vinyl it or Monday. Now it's up to Monday.
About the roses, one more thing about the roses.
like to thank Dan Clinton for those. Dan, the one that bought up those roses for us. Now, those of us on the committee, we've had a lot of fun doing this because we spent a couple of months talking and laughing about everybody that wasn't there. But of that committee, obviously there were 3 or 4 that really did yeoman's duty. Locally, everybody knows Joyce Louder and Diane Dale did most of the work. And with that in mind, Don Harris has a little presentation to make.
I'm reluctant to do this because we did have a lot of people that worked very hard, including yourself and Ernestine and Patsy and Dan and Bill got the door prizes, and just a lot of people did a lot of things. But as Morris mentioned, we do feel like that day in and day out for months and weeks prior to this occasion tonight, Joyce Louder and Joyce Louder Graves and Diana Carey did the yeoman's work, and they took all the phone calls, and my wife was gracious enough to go out today so I could do the right thing and present them with something here tonight, some little something in memorandum. So, Joyce, if you and Diana would come forth, please. Person's even on the list tonight
Yeah, it's not twisted.
of the committee, but Diana's husband, Stuart, he works in the background, and he does an awful lot for us. Joyce, this is just a little something, and we've got some red-leaded pencil in there because you didn't let us go in the red, but there's a little something for you there.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you. And Diana, we appreciate you too. And in your little container here, there's a little piece of pyrite, because I believe you said very early on that I must have rocks in my head to have undertaken this again. So there you are. Thanks, Mark.
Well, Don just mentioned all the committee, and there were other people that worked too, especially our California connection. The California people, primarily Beth Hardison, who absolutely badgered Diane into doing this, Pat Harris-Barton, and Kathy Dugan-Kubitz. Give them a hand, because they did the mailing and they worked out in the California coast. I have a little thing here that Don gave me, and I thought it was kind of cute, and I'd like to read it to you. It says, this is a takeoff from David Letterman. These are the top 10 reasons to know that you're a 56 graduate. When you bend over and tie your shoestrings, you think, what else can I do when I'm down here? Number 9, God willing, you add God willing to the end of most of your statements. Number 8, getting a little action means your prune juice is working. Number 7, you start calling everyone under 35 kids. Number 6, you're the only one in your office who remembers the Christmas of 1952. Number 5, no one cares anymore what you did in high school. Number 4, your boss is younger than you, or maybe a she. And that's in my case. Number 3, you and your dog spend the same amount of time on the couch. Number 2, you see your old toys in the antique shops. and number 1, you dream of Cook's ice cream, but you sip on Metamucil. Good job. Good job. And Don Durns also did something else for us that took a lot of work he and Cecilia did. The address book that he has, that everybody got a copy of. Don and Cecilia did this. And we'd like to keep it current. So everybody check your own address and make sure it's right. Tell them what they said. it'd make it a whole lot easier 5 years from now if we have all this down. And I'm going to add one other thing. When you're moving, the little bitty carts in the post office, send one to Dime. I have a letter here from a classmate that could not come, but she sent a letter and some door prizes. This is short, and I'm going to read it to you. It said, "Dear classmates of 56, I am regretting missing another reunion. Same reason, conflict with the convention for my husband's company, Arkansas Best Freight, at which my attendance is required. I'm so sorry not to be with you, but I am in spirit, and am sending some door prizes for you to have and think of me. I love all of you and look forward to the videos. Smile for me, Suzanne Scudder Stepperfield." I believe that David Stone has some golf awards. Is that right, David? David, are you awake? He went home at 9 o'clock last night.
I hear you. We'll need to acknowledge, first of all, the players. We appreciate everyone participating. We had beautiful weather, 72. Some place it was 72. It wasn't 72 where we were. We had several teams, 7 teams, 15 people played. The first place team went to Don Harris and Dole McKinney, and they played well. They had a 73. Johnny Messer and Henry Adams had a 74. And I hope it's on the tape. Henry is there on the first tee telling about how hot it is and how humid it is and how nice it is in Arizona, where he's from. Well, we were very kind. We just said, "Well, Henry, why don't you go back to Arizona? You want to cool down." And one last thing, and I don't tell stories. I tell true things that happen. They're more fun than jokes. I don't even like jokes anymore. We're sitting there, Dickie Holden, Dickie will verify this, his character. Larry Fincher, I hope you know his character. And my partner, Robert Angel. Robert hadn't played golf in how many years, Robert? I heard 15. Anybody give me 16? 20. Robert, bless his heart, now he did well, don't get me wrong. But he had one mistake on his ball, and that sucker went right up there. And Larry and Dickie are so kind, they said, quote, "Robert, hit another one. I think we were talking." Oh, Robert, he said, "All right." And he puts another one down and hits it about the same place. I said, "Dickie, I think Larry was whistling." All right, all these golf tournaments that you see on TV, they got this glass trophy that they give. They're not going to beat us. We got one of our own. It's very unique. And I'd like for Mr. Harris and Mr. McKinney to come forward and get your glass vase. You got to see it, folks. This is the other people's feelings toward the winners of the golf tournament. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Thank you, Dave. I failed to mention you. You did a good job organizing the golf tournament and especially giving me this good partner.
Hey, Don, was that 9 holes or 18?
We played 9, the rest of them played 18.
We have a lot of door prizes, and Bill Basil and Dan Clinton and several people donated these. And I have a list that Joyce handed me. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but should I read this off? Bowman's Bank, sent things, ABT Bank, Merrill Lynch, McClard's, Mary Kay, that's from another basketball, you know, and Mary McKinney just sent some Mary Kay stuff. And right now it's time for the door prizes, so.
There's 2 hours. Yeah, my God.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Earl Hudson. I'm retired from the United States Air Force. I am now presently working for the Weyerhaeuser Company. I married one of our Les classmen, Miss Rosalind Goetz, if you remember. We still live here in Hot Springs, and we will till we die. Thank you.
Young folks, get out on the floor.
We got it.
We got some room on the floor down
Stone needs to sit on the floor because he's repping after today anyway.
Oh, yeah. That needs here.
And you asked for it, baby. Right there in front of your ass. You're not too smart. I thought you used to be real smart. Chaperone. I know what happens in the world.
Well, we got a body count.
Okay, well, I gotta help you. Okay.
Sit down there in front, all the front.
Listen to me just a minute. We'll get this done pretty quick. There's a couple gentlemen on in. Y'all go ahead and be real friendly. Hey. Correctly as I can, because I know it's not a fair. But what I need to do, I'm just a little bit too active. Oh, I thought it was 86. Okay, I'm gonna take 3 pictures. There's a good-looking man with a balloon coming out of his head. It looks like he's got an idea up there or something. Okay, I'll go ahead and give my sales pitch now. This young lady over here is my wife. She needs money, so we do this for money. These are labels. If you will get one of these. Person next to you, smile. Some of you laugh, but that's okay.
Okay, if you like the video, it's time to order it right over at this back table, $30.